Geek Out! Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Geek Out Championship Wrestling, the only podcast with the wherewithal, the gall, the other words that I've already used before, to do a podcast on a pay-per-view-ly basis, where we talk all things wrestling every time WWE has a pay-per-view. I am your host with the most, Mr. Chris Nolan, and sitting across the ring from me is my co-host with the co-most, Mr. Timmy C.
Hey. How's it going?
You know, a little crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
well,
I've been working a lot.
It's a crazy life we lead, but hey,
Yeah.
we still make time for this, and I think that's a great.
Yes.
Great.
And it's the biggest party of the summer.
It is.
Summer Slam, if I may.
I think there's so many matches. Let's just go ahead and hit it off at the top with NXT Takeover.
I think so.
Let's fly through some matches.
Do we want to quickly announce our addition to the show?
I think
since we're talking about NXT,
why not?
Since we do predictions for NXT whenever there is a takeover, we have added a new championship crown for NXT Predictions Champion.
Yes.
So much like the King of the Ring, one of us will be wearing a crown.
I am looking forward to wearing that with both belts.
Decked out.
Totally.
Undisputed. Everything.
To the nth degree.
Yes. All right, so what's our NXT card looking like?
Velveteen Dream, EC3.
That is tough, because normally I am Velveteen all the way.
Yes.
But I do love me some EC3. Can I just say their little vignette was awful?
Yeah, I was expecting more for sure.
Yeah. Very poorly edited.
Agreed.
Like I saw better things come out of my film school days.
I want to be more excited for this match, but I don't know.
I'm sure once they get in the ring, it'll be a banger. But yeah, leading up to it, I was just like, oh, okay, just fight.
Yeah, and it's kind of like a so what match. There's nothing for it, but
yeah.
I of course am a big mark for Velveteen Dream. Mm-hmm. That's where I'm going. So
I think I'm marking to Velveteen Dream. But something tells me, I mean, past occurrences.
Right.
Velveteen Dream is the one that they use to prove new guys with.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
So I think I'm going to smark to EC3.
Yep, I'm right there with you. I agree.
Okay.
So the Tag Team Championships.
Yeah.
We've got the Undisputed Era, Mustache Mountain.
You know, I gotta say, this does nothing for me. I mean, I missed the whole UK Championship where they had their first bit. I like Mustache Mountain just fine, but I can't say that I'm too excited to see what happens here.
I think this match will probably steal the show.
Yeah.
Tyler Bates, really somebody that if you haven't caught up on him, definitely watch the match.
I agree. No, he does
and he's
great work.
He's really transformed over the last couple months. He went from like a scrawny guy that you're like, oh, okay, he'll kind of fit in, but he's legit. He's good.
Yeah.
I can't go against your boy and my boy Roderick Strong. So
yeah, now our mutual boy.
Yes. So I'm marking to Undisputed Era. I think they got the momentum going. I really don't think Mustache Mountain will really. I don't think it's time for them to take that over yet.
I'm going to be kind of boring and go with you there.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah.
We've got the Women's Championship.
Yeah.
It's a rematch. We got Shayna against Kairi Sane.
You know, I want to be more excited about Kairi Sane, but
that's how excited I am. I don't even pronounce her name right because I don't even care.
And also just Shayna Baszler is a beast. Like since day one ish, I was in, even with the Mae Young Classic last year, I was like, she's doing Baron Corbin's bit, gimmick better than Baron Corbin, and she continued. Baron Corbin just finally caught up to her. And
with the shaved head.
Yeah. Now let's see what happens when she shaves hers.
Yes, it'll be like the Straight Edge Society all over again.
There you go.
Yes.
That's what we need.
I'm going Shayna both ways. I agree with you.
Maybe we shouldn't have a new championship for NXT. I mean,
I don't know. We've got two more matches to make the decision here.
Yeah.
What about the North American Championship? I think this will be another one of the great matches. It's Adam Cole, baby.
Mm-hmm.
and Ricochet.
Oh,
What do you like?
This one is where I am on the fence because I could see it easily going either way.
Agreed.
But since I watched the first season of Lucha Underground, well before I knew who Adam Cole Bebe was, I have more love for Ricochet, even though back then I didn't know that he and Prince Puma were the same.
Right.
So I'm going to mark for Ricochet.
Oh, good.
And I don't know. Part of me thinks that they're going to keep Adam Cole with the belt for a while. At least at the very least, I would not be surprised if he still comes out on top, especially since he has the whole Undisputed Era. Bobby Fish seems like he's good to go, so he could easily interfere with some shenanigans.
Yep.
So I'm gonna smark to Adam Cole retains,
and I'm going the opposite.
Okay.
I'm gonna mark out.
There we go. That is the deciding match.
Mark out to Adam Cole, baby. And I will smark to Ricochet. I think Triple H has made it obvious he likes Ricochet, and this would be a great way to kind of build him up as a future champion. Not to say that the North American Championship isn't, but it's new. It's something that
exactly.
It doesn't have
it doesn't have the lineage that say the Intercontinental Champion.
Yeah,
as I burp while I say it.
Yeah, it's okay. And then we get round 3 of Ciampa Johnny G. It was supposed to be a triple threat.
I am so sad that Aleister Black got injured because I know they'll put on a good show, but I was really interested to see what would happen once you threw in Aleister Black to the mix. And I'm hoping next takeover or the first, hopefully next takeover, Black is good to go and he finds a way to at least get revenge on whoever wins this match.
Yeah.
Because it's last man standing for the belt, right?
Yep.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if Gargano comes away with it just because he lost the last match.
Yeah.
And also, I mean, even though he won their first match. Even with that, he still kind of is on the negative end of a losing streak. Because I feel like that one match was the only match he's won in the past year.
Yeah.
Or at least since Gargano went on the mend.
Sure.
So I'm smarking to Gargano. I think I would mark out to Ciampa winning.
Really?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd completely mark out if Johnny wins.
Yeah.
I think they're going to keep the belt on Ciampa. But I would completely mark out for a Johnny G win.
I feel like they're setting this up for a feel good story. Also, I kind of feel like before Black got injured, the idea was to just put the belt back on him.
Yeah.
So I guess that would imply that Ciampa comes away with it with the win.
Yeah, I could see that.
Because if they weren't going to give the belt to Gargano in the first place, okay. I will not be surprised if you're right.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah,
it'll be for a crown.
There we go. A wonderful $1 million crown.
That's true.
Yeah.
Eat your heart out, Burger King.
Yeah.
So SummerSlam is jam-packed. And I think we're keeping a pretty good pace.
Yeah.
I kind of like this style
right
now. I don't know. I just feel like we're on a
bang,
roll.
Bang, 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 bang.
Yeah. So let's just fly through.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you think?
Yeah.
All right. So
we got
show.
3 matches on the kickoff show.
We do. We've got the Cien Almas and Zelina against Rusev Day. Happy Rusev Day, by the way.
Rusev
See,
Day.
we were in such a rush. We didn't even stop to say Happy Rusev Day.
Man, you got to keep up with your traditions, folks.
I know.
And a slightly happy squeeze in Happy Lana Day to you as well.
Right.
Yeah.
And likewise.
Yeah.
Likewise.
I feel like this is their way of starting to really push Cien Almas.
Agreed.
So I feel like as much as because we've talked about this in the past, I like Almas a bit more than you. I think as much as I would enjoy a win from him, I still am on that Rusev Day grind.
Yeah,
for better or for worse. So I think I'm marking to Rusev and Lana winning, but smarking to Almas.
I think Rusev and Lana are done.
Yeah,
I think it's over. I think Rusev Day is turning out to be a complete flop.
Mm-hmm. When you set someone up to lose,
yes,
you lose the crowd.
It has been such a joke.
Yeah.
From a creative perspective. And actually, I don't know what it is, but the more I watch Zelina, the more I'm like, man, you are such a hottie. I'm going.
And by hottie, you mean just great athletics and
all the above, everything you wanted to.
Wonderful on the mic.
Yes. No, I kind of like. Yeah. I'm liking more of their act. Yeah. So I'm going to mark out to that. I can't mark out the Rusev Day anymore. They lose too much. I'm done. So I'm going to smart and mark to Almas and Zelina.
Do you think that it might? They might lose because of interference from
I've heard that.
English.
I've heard that, but we're not like those podcasts.
No.
But yes, I've heard that. Cruiserweight Championship.
I'm excited to watch a 205 Live match for the first time in months.
Yeah, me too.
Also, Cedric is great in the ring. Last time I saw him, and Gulak is great on the mic, and I feel like one of the last 205 Live matches I saw was him competing, and he's pretty damn good in the ring as well. So
it's going to be a good specialist.
Yeah, and he's got this great PowerPoint I keep hearing about
all the time. Yeah, I agree with you. 205's a waste. I mean, it really is. The cruiserweight has been such a bust.
If it weren't for the fact that it was on immediately after SmackDown, and I had to switch from TV to the network, I probably would have more incentive to try to watch it. But the fact that I'm busy on Tuesday, so I'm not even watching it live anyway.
Right.
But I don't know. It seems that's the 1 hour of wrestling where I'm just like, I can't get myself to watch it jam pack, both Raw and SmackDown.
Yeah.
I've cut down to just the Hulu cut of Raw.
Have you really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And I don't mind. And then I listen to, other people that do weekly reviews, and there have been moments where it's like, oh, hey, this happened on Raw, and I'm like, I didn't see that. But I'm gonna go Cedric both ways.
I'm actually gonna go Gulak as a mark out.
Yeah.
Yep. And I think Cedric for a Smark prediction.
Okay.
Those are the two kickoff matches. What was the third one? Did I miss one?
Yes. The B team.
No, that's on the kickoff.
That's what I think I heard.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll get right into that. The Raw Tag Team Championship is the B team versus the Revival.
Yes.
I'm kind of done with the B team.
Yeah? No, already?
Well, I don't know. I think it's just okay.
Yeah.
To me. They're goofy, they're funny, whatever. Mm-hmm. I'd like for the Revival to win.
Yeah. I miss the Revival being a powerhouse.
I do too.
Yeah.
And I remember them from NXT, and it's like the Authors of Pain. I'm missing that sanity. I'm missing that on the main roster. Yeah. So I think I'm going to mark out the Revival winning. Yeah. And I'm okay if the B team loses. And hey, I'll be okay as well with Matt Hardy possibly retiring soon. Maybe Bray Wyatt comes out and maybe recruits the B team to start the new. Thank you.
The Wyatt family.
Thank you. Gosh, boy, unbelievable.
Now the B team stands for Bray.
Yes,
the Bray team.
Yeah. So I don't know. I know some people still love the B team, and maybe you do. I don't know. I haven't asked you, but. I'm kind of done.
Thank you for asking.
You're welcome.
So you're smarking and marking to the Revival?
I'm going to smark to the B team, but mark out to Revival. Sorry.
Just want to make sure everything's on the up and up.
Of course.
I, like you supposed, I am still enjoying the B team myself. But when pit up against the Revival, I would much rather see the Revival win.
Mm-hmm.
And it almost feels like they're starting to push the Revival,
right?
Whether that be because they know that they look tough, but they're still but they've been so down on the card recently that it's not going to hurt them to lose to the B team, quote unquote hurt them to lose to the B team, so therefore they're easy, quote unquote easy fodder. I don't want to upset the marks.
Oh, they're really upset right now. Yeah.
But with that, I'm going to go Revival both ways.
Okay. All right. Good. Well, we have something that we agree upon at some point, right? Yeah. How about for this next match? And I hope in real life for SummerSlam, it's like that. Finn Balor, Baron Corbin, rapid fire. Who you got?
Finn Balor.
Me too.
Just both.
Yeah. Me too. I feel bad for Finn.
Yeah.
And that's the biggest thing that I can kind of take away from this match.
Yeah. This is already their rubber match.
Yeah.
Which is ridiculous.
Yeah. Exactly. How about the SmackDown Tag Team Championship? Bludgeon Brothers, New Day.
I'm in a weird place with the New Day. I don't need them to be tag champs myself. I just like them being the comedy act that they are.
I do too.
And I'm really annoyed that they beat Sanity first round.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
That's why I think they're going to win the belt.
Yeah. It makes sense that that's where they're positioning them.
Yep.
I'm starting to waver on my Bludgeon Brothers hype. But I think I would still be more excited if they came out with the win.
Okay.
Just because, like I said, I don't need the New Day to be champs. I don't think they need to be champs. They're fine.
Yeah.
As long as they're on every week of SmackDown or Raw. I've already forgotten what show they're on.
SmackDown.
Yep. As long as they're on every episode of SmackDown, they're going to be fine.
Well, I am going to mark out to some pancakes. I'm going New Day for a mark out. Smark, I think the Bludgeon Brothers will probably keep, but I'm going to mark out for some pancakes. I think it's good to put the belts back on to them so you can have a team like Sanity, who people are kind of wavering between whether they're good or bad, come in and take the belts from them. And it would be a legit win from that perspective. So that's where I'm going on that.
Fair.
Money in the Bank. Braun Strowman, Kevin Owens.
I like the idea of this being the stipulation.
Yeah.
But I also like the whole, like, no matter what, if he loses by any kind of disqualification, he loses. It's reminiscent of that Randy Orton Christian match.
Yes.
Where Christian spent the entire time trying to disqualify him, and I hope that that's what the match is.
Yep, me too.
That being said, I'm going to be very sad if Braun loses and he doesn't cash in at the end of the night. I'm going to be that fan that wants the cash in to happen this pay-per-view.
Well, what if Kevin Owens wins and then he cashes in?
It's fair, but I don't know. I like the idea of Braun just running through Brock tonight.
Yeah.
But yes, to that point, I would still be happy. Like, I still think that Kevin Owens would do a great job of cashing in tonight, and becoming the Universal Champion again,
or at SummerSlam. Right.
You don't know when people are listening to this episode.
That's true. That's true. Well, I think the result of this will determine whether or not Kevin Owens is still in the doghouse, whether Vince is still upset with him or not.
That's true.
That's
true.
But I'm going to mark out if Kevin Owens wins.
Yeah.
And I'm going to mark out even more when he catches it in at the end of the night.
Okay.
Nothing to Braun Strowman. I think from a smart perspective, Braun wins.
Yeah.
But from a mark out perspective, Kevin Owens.
Yeah. I'm going to go Braun all the way.
The U.S. Championship. This match kind of hurts me.
Yeah.
Because you have two people that I really mark out for that are just, from a character development perspective, it's awful. Just awful.
I have not been excited for Jeff in a long time. And looking back on it, kind of the same with Shinsuke. Like, both of them have lost their luster. Like, I still enjoy Shinsuke's song.
Yeah.
And a good Kinshasa is a good Kinshasa. But yeah, I don't know. I don't even know what Jeff is doing.
Yeah. I miss Knock. from NXT.
Yeah.
I miss Jeff Hardy from 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And I don't miss Randy Orton anytime.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
I've been skipping his promos because I just don't care. I've been hearing a lot of people talk about, oh, it's so great that he's back to heel Randy. I don't care. He does nothing for me.
Yeah, me neither.
He puts me to sleep almost as much as he puts himself to sleep.
Well played. I think from a smart perspective, knock.
Yeah.
From a mark-out perspective, I'll be excited if Jeff Hardy wins.
Yeah.
That's how I'll do it.
Yeah. I think in that regard, I'm going to go knock all the way.
Okay.
But yeah, like
I feel like this is good. We're differing a lot tonight.
Yeah, about time.
Yeah.
We might not know right away.
Good.
Who's won?
So we got the Intercontinental Championship.
Oh, real quick, do we think that Randy Orton's interfering?
Of course.
Of course he is.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's going to pull on Jeff Hardy's earlobe again. Ugh. Yeah. The year of Seth Rollins continues.
Yeah.
I've said it.
With my boy returning fucking
jacked.
Yeah, to the tits. Just like his muscles did the same thing that his guitar does in his in his song. Just
well played.
Yeah, right. He came out looking like Colossus.
I loved it. I marked out to that.
Oh my god. I had it spoiled. Like I was watching Raw, but I was like on like an hour delay because I'd been working. Got home and I happened to hop on Twitter, and like the first thing I saw was someone going, "Oh shit, dirty deeds," and I was like,
damn it,
fuck. Well, now I know who Seth is picking for his. But at the same time, I was like, thankfully, like they didn't put in enough detail to be like, wait, is he coming out and like doing the dirty deeds on Seth?
Yeah.
Or so that was nice but yeah. I'm excited that they brought him back as Seth's teammate and didn't just like immediately like heel turn on him, because that's a lot of people have been like, oh, Dean heel turn.
Yeah, and they're pushing for it for SummerSlam, and that's the big question is whether he will help or hurt. Rollins.
And I am excited to find out which one he does, because I think either way, I will be excited because he looks way more brutal.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, we've only seen him, do a couple moves, but like he's a lot less clowny, a lot less goofy.
Yeah.
I could see him just being a bruiser.
Deal.
Yeah.
I like it.
But yeah, I'm going. This one's.
I thought something blew up over on your side of the ring. I was curious over there. I was like, boy, he's really into this match.
Well, it's my boy Dean Ambrose. I haven't seen him for almost 10 months. I've had a baby since he left. But I would like to believe that Dean helps him win the title, and they go off into the sunset.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm marking towards. My smark tells me that during the match he might turn on him, cost him the belt, and then especially also knowing that the next pay-per-view is Hell in a Cell.
Yep.
Hell in a Cell, which was like one of their best matches back with their old original feud. I would love, as a smark, I would love to see that revisited.
Mm-hmm.
And in general, just they had such a good feud. That was actually the feud that was going on when I got into wrestling. It was in the middle of that feud. So I'm going to smark for Dolph retaining, but mark for Seth winning.
I'm the exact same way.
Yeah,
we're on the same page there. Yep, we're on the same page. Daniel Bryan versus The Miz.
This had such a beautiful package this week on SmackDown.
I agree.
I normally a lot of times when they do stuff like that, I kind of skim through it. That I watched every minute of.
Yep,
it was beautiful, so well done. I mean, I wasn't watching it at the time, so I didn't know that they had such a tight history while Daniel Bryan was on NXT. Like I had heard that they had like had encounters, but I didn't know it was like literally like mentor.
Oh yeah,
and like it came to blows and stuff like that. It was really cool seeing that stuff.
Oh yeah,
it's always weird seeing Daniel Bryan without a beard.
Yes.
But like, so now I like that they're setting this up as like a feud like 8 years in the making.
Yeah.
Like take that, Rock and Cena. Was that the year between WrestleMania matches?
Yeah.
The WrestleMania match a year in the making?
Yes, that's what they did. Yes.
Yeah. So I'm excited for that. I think the outcome of it depends on whether or not Daniel Bryan is sticking around after that match.
I've heard both ways.
Yeah. I would like it if my fantasy booking is Daniel Bryan loses this match and then they build to the rematch at WrestleMania. And I feel like that's most people's fantasy booking.
That's a slow burn.
Yeah. Oh, I love me a slow burn.
Wow.
I mean, this is a match 8 years in the making. They can handle another 6 months.
That's true.
But yeah. So being this is tough because I pretty much equally mark out to both of them.
Well, I'm gonna smark to Miz.
Yeah. No. Same.
And I'll mark to Daniel Bryan winning.
I'm tempted to say the same. And you know what? To make it crazy, I'm going to mark to Miz.
Wow.
Yeah, because like I said, I feel like I could equally go both ways. So
I'm just as shocked as if you would have told me that you're going to mark out to Carmella retaining the belt for the women's SmackDown.
Then put on your surprised pants.
Okay, because we've got Becky Lynch and Charlotte also in that match with Carmella.
Yeah. So this one's actually been one that's been mulling around in my brain a lot about how I feel about Charlotte being added to this, because I was super excited to have a one-on-one, just two chicks fighting with my girl Becky Lynch and my bae Carmella.
Yeah.
And my lukewarm croissant Charlotte decided to come in. But I do think that this adds an interesting dynamic. And I've been listening to like other people talk about it, and oh, is Becky going to turn? Is Charlotte going to turn? Blah, 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 blah. I think that regardless, Carmella is going to use that to her advantage and try to push them to fight against each other. And ultimately, I kind of think that what we're going to see is that Becky's going to have it, and then Charlotte's going to swoop in and take it.
I agree.
Right at the end.
I agree.
Marking wise, though, I am all for Becky getting the belt.
Really?
Yeah.
So we're on the same page again.
Oh, God.
Yep.
Yeah. So Becky and then Charlotte for Smark.
You got it.
Yeah.
While we're talking about women, how about your girl, Little Miss Bliss, against Ronda Rousey for the Women's Raw Championship?
Yeah. So, my heart's always going to be for Little Miss Bliss, but when the fuck did Ronda Rousey become one of the best wrestlers in the WWE?
I am super impressed with what
every
she's doing.
every match, every time I see her, I'm a little bit more impressed.
Yeah.
Eventually her bubble's going to burst. But based on how she's looking, I would not be surprised if they decide that this is the time to strap the belt onto her.
That'd be quick.
It would be quick, but based on her performance,
she deserves
earned.
Yeah.
Earned, if I may.
Yes. I'll allow it.
So in that regard, I'm going to smark to Ronda.
Really? Oh, what are you going to mark out to? Oh boy.
I know, right? I'm torn because I love Bliss. She's right there. Don't listen, baby.
Earmuffs.
Yeah.
Earmuffs.
But I might have to mark out to Ronda Rousey beating Alexa.
Gosh. Wow.
Stop listening, Echo.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I am going to mark out to Ronda Rousey.
Yeah.
I think it'd be great if she wins. But I think from a smark perspective, I think it's too early.
Yeah.
I think it's, maybe Natalya interferes. Maybe somebody, maybe something happens where it's kind of like a blindside.
Uh-huh.
But I just think it's too early.
Oh, and they chase to the women's pay-per-view?
Yes.
Mm.
I think that would be the So from a smart perspective, I think that's what happens.
Okay, a lot of the people, a lot of the chatter that I've been hearing is that they think that Ronda is the marquee woman to be holding the belt going into Evolution.
Well, and I'll mark out to that.
Yeah,
I'm cool with that.
There you go.
Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns. My boy SJY 3000. He said that he is going to quit the WWE Network if Roman Reigns walks out as champion at SummerSlam.
Now,
how many other people are going to be like that?
Does that mean if he wins the match or if he literally walks out?
If he literally walks out,
because he could still win the match and then Brock.
Yeah, he's going to get those
Kevin
hands.
Owens.
Right.
As indifferent as it would be to him winning, I would mark out more for Roman winning, and I would be more interested if he walks out of the building as the champ than if Brock wins and walks out the champ. And I also, I don't know. I do think that Vince has this wet dream of Brock going into the UFC holding the belt.
Oh yeah,
and acting like it is on equal footing with the UFC belt. So I wouldn't be surprised if he still let Brock retain.
So what are you thinking?
I'm marking to Roman.
Oh my gosh.
And smarking to Brock.
I am doing the absolute opposite. I am going to mark out to Brock Lesnar.
The nowhere man of WWE.
As you know, I surmise it as what CM Punk did back when. Yeah, exactly.
Was that Money in the Bank?
I don't remember what the
or was it a SummerSlam?
That was the one against John Cena.
Yes,
and he left the building with the title.
Yeah.
So I'm liking that. I think from a smart perspective, Reigns wins, somebody catches in, and Strowman or Owens becomes champion.
Yeah. Strowens.
There you go. Last but not least, AJ Styles, Samoa Joe.
What a weird build-up. Specifically this week with the here's a letter from your wife.
Yeah, this week was weak.
Yeah. And in general, just in general, like the whole like you don't spend enough time with your family. That's why I'm challenging you to a fight and therefore taking you away from your family.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of that.
Yeah. I think I'm excited for Joe.
Oh
though.
My gosh! Look at us tonight,
right?
I love this. I love it.
As much as I love AJ Styles, I've kind of gotten a little stale on him being champ.
I'm not.
No,
I love the guy.
There you go.
God, I love this.
Right. So I'm marking to Joe.
Okay.
And actually, honestly, I think I'm going to smart to Joe too.
Really?
Yeah, I'm going to double down on Joe.
Right. We are polar opposites on this one. AJ Styles all the way for me. Okay. I just, you know this. The world knows this. Yeah. AJ Styles is my favorite.
Yeah,
I love the guy.
I mean, he's phenomenal.
Forearm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A1.
I mean, just the best.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to be a great match. I think there's going to be a lot of moments that we think Joe's going to win.
Yeah.
And I think Joe might even win via disqualification, so AJ retains. Then we got to figure out how we figure that out from our Smart and Mark. But I can even see something like that happening. But I'm going AJ Styles.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that is a giant card.
It is. And this is the most diverse I think our predictions have ever been.
What an awesome
divergent,
show.
if I may.
What an awesome
right?
show.
We should do these like lightning rounds a lot more often.
I know. I think the more we think about it, the more we kind of mind meld.
Right? Osmosis. By the way, do you like
Dude, I
the belt?
I can't stop looking at it.
Yeah.
I'm just amazed.
Yeah. I just need to fix that little bit right there.
What an upgrade.
Yeah. It's so shiny. especially the GCW plate, the nameplate.
Wow. That and the crown will look very good on this side of the ring.
Oh, well, I can't wait to take away the MVP belt from you.
Oh, boy.
Because this is it. I'm feeling it.
It might happen. Whatever the match of the night is.
Yeah. Yeah. When Roman wins.
Oh. That would be the worst if I had to give it up over that. But we'll see.
Yeah.
You never know.
Yeah.
Hey.
When Cedric wins.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, damn you, Gulak.
All right.
But I'm looking forward to watching
Yes.
it, and then we'll do our reactions afterwards.
And just to clarify, we are recording this before we've watched NXT. I know it's not going to go up until well after. I think NXT Takeover is on right now.
Well, yeah.
And we haven't turned it on, so.
Well, we've got a staff that has to go through, make
Exactly.
sure that everything's all split up and set up the right way.
Make sure all the awards are polished.
That's true.
Yeah. All right. So we will see you in a couple days with our reactions and the crowning of a new NXT predictions champion.
Ooh, I can't wait. Fit it for me.
Good night.
See you.
This has been another Geek Out production. If you enjoyed what you heard, hey, we've got a special episode every Friday. Of course, there's the usual catching up show every Wednesday. And you get book club episodes just about every Tuesday these days. Thanks for listening.